Good afternoon, beautiful mothers of Nigeria. I hope you had the chance to celebrate yourself today. Have a beautiful day today. Me, I'm so happy with today. I could sleep long. My husband made breakfast for me, and then later he took me to the spa. So officially, today he serves the certificate of husband number one. Best ever. Thank you for that. Mwah. I'm Maria, and this is my YouTube channel. We just moved from Berlin to Lagos in Nigeria with 3 little kids. So I'm a mom, and this is the Mother's Day that they're celebrating in Nigeria and UK. Today is about the special role of mother. I mean, as a woman, you have so many roles to fulfill. One certainly is a woman in society. The other might be working, a working mom, a working woman, and then motherhood. If, of course, it should be. Not everybody can be, I know. Not every woman has the opportunity. But if you are a mother, you know what I'm talking. There are so many challenges and so many amazing feedbacks if you master those challenges, and that makes us the best. I don't know how God made all this. He designed us to survive all this. I mean, we carry our babies not only 9 months, actually everybody of us knows it's 10 months. Then we have that labor, the delivery pain, and the crazy part, you forget about the delivery pain when you have your baby on your chest, when you give the first time your breast. God is really amazing, I guess, designing all that. Then there comes a phase of, I think, at least 2 years where you don't properly sleep. I mean, me having 3 kids very close to each other, like maybe 1.5 years distance from each other, I have to say the last 6 years, my body was not my body. I was either pregnant or breastfeeding. Since that I can't sleep and uninterrupted. When I sleep, I can sleep in all positions, all times. Just give me the moment, I will sleep. And I don't know how we survive, but we are doing it very, very nice. We are really perfect at this, and it comes very naturally, thank God. Especially when you have more the challenge also to also work maybe, then another role comes in, and it might cause fight as well in your relationship, because two working people, you know how it can be. Yeah, there are so many things, my dear. Crazy. And we are the survivors. We are not only challenging it, but we are making it. So that's why today is our special day. Mother's Day for me is always a special day, of course, for myself, since I joined motherhood. But we shouldn't forget that we also have mothers. The ones that seed that specialty that we are in us, that brought us to life, that were at our side all the time. If I think of my mom, she was a strong fighter. And I don't know how she came up with all those amazing ideas, how to bring me up to the person that I am today. So one thing is not only patience that we are taught by our kids, but also creativity, I guess. She told me when I was 6 years, the divorce of my parents had a big impact on me, and I was shy at school and wouldn't learn how to write and read in class. So she enrolled me into a music school to play the violin, which I played until I was 19 years old. She made me perform in front of the class. I mean, I played some stupid thing. But because I had to perform in front of class, I actually lost completely my shyness afterwards. And by reading the keys and putting it onto the violin, I learned how to read and write. That is genius, guys. Like, how does anybody come up with these kind of things? These kind of solutions? Or when I was a teenager, I was kind of really rebellious. I was active as well. And I wanted to be an artist. And I wanted to move out as soon as possible and jump into life. And I guess that could be a sign for any parent to say, okay, she's really a teenager and there's no future for her. Like a nightmare, right? But she remained calm. When everybody was laughing at my dream of becoming an artist, she remained calm and said, okay, if you want that, we have to go to the University of Arts and check what are the requirements to actually start the university there. And we found out that it was kind of complex. You had to create a portfolio with different disciplines, just like fashion design, pottery, drawing. So I had to enroll into different classes. And while everybody was laughing at me, my mom was always there and said, look, I found this class, you can enroll there. So I was busy with at least 1.5 years. I was really busy with completing that portfolio on these classes. And she was always with me. But because I was the way I am, I was really so rebellious. I skipped school so much. Oh my goodness, yeah, I skipped school so much. They said, especially because of no English knowledge, you have to repeat the class, Maria. So my mom was very strong for me. She went to the school, she met my teachers, and we agreed on that we would send me on an exchange year. And I remember when she gave me that booklet of the program, I mean, the prices were, it was really expensive. It was really, really expensive. So my mom had to go to borrow from each and everybody, my granny, my auntie, my uncle. Thank you for everybody who gave money. It was really a challenge to finance that program. And my mom was really thinking, okay, she will go to US. US is a big country with a tradition that is much longer than the just united Germany. Because I was born, just as my mom, we were born in East Germany. And the Cold War ended in 1990 when I was 6 years old, and united East and West Germany. So this was actually that East Germany stopped existing. And these two countries were really not similar to each other at all. Very different systems of education and mindset. For example, we didn't have unemployment in the East Germany. We didn't have moms at work at home. They were all working. You have your child, latest when they are 6 months, you go to work. So they are very different, especially in the education and bringing up of the kids, very different aspects that were unstable, you could say, in my bringing up. So she was hoping that a more stable, big country would give me a different view on education. But I passed through the booklet and I saw South Africa. Yes. So I took it. I took South Africa. I think she was scared inside, but she never showed me. She was always on my side. She was always on my side. And sorry, the barking, hey? These dogs. I think one day we're going to make a very nice soup of you. So she was maybe really scared, but she saw, okay, South Africa also just changed for ending apartheid, bringing Nelson Mandela into power. I mean, at that time, it wasn't even Nelson Mandela. I mean, he was not alive at that time, but he wasn't the president anymore. And my father, for example, he dumped me out of his apartment. That was his way to say, I'm scared, I guess. I don't know. He never supported the whole thing. And this year, of course, it changed my life. It changed everything. Everything in my life that I had so far, like as a teenager, in my life, everything was changed. There I also decided, by the way, to maths and physics and IT. So there was no more arts when I came back. So when I came back, then I had, okay, mommy, I need to go now into maths and physics. I think the art stuff, I can't go with all the great competitors in the field. So let me do what I can also do, what I'm also talented in. And she didn't say, she's changing her mind. No, she was on my side. We tried to find a high school that was specialized on maths, on physics, and IT services. It was really great. The interesting part is that when I was in the exchange year, she had a boyfriend. And when I came back, didn't even last 1 week, he was gone. She said, we were so close, there was no space for a boyfriend anymore. When I moved out then after high school, guess what? She had a boyfriend again, which she married. And my stepdad, I never grew up with him, but he's such a great dad and grandfather. Thank you for bringing him into our lives. Mommy, he's great and he's a loving dad, grandfather. Kids love him. Always ask, where's Opa? So yeah. Well, what can I say? My mom was always there. And when I completed my master's, I thought I should really take the time that we took previously when I was very rebellious. She and me, we made a trip to Italy. That sounds for Africa maybe a bit luxury, but it wasn't. We took the cheapest that we could get because we really didn't have money. But it was a wonderful time together. And after I completed my master's, I said, let's do it again. And we went to Egypt, and it was an amazing trip. Like just my mom and me, and big memories into my heart. I can never let go of this one. It's always in my heart. So I said, hey, time is so short. Let's do at least every 2 years something together, mommy, please. We don't know how much time we have. So the next trip we went to South Africa. We took my host mom along, also my stepdad, and there was also a crazy nice journey. So unfortunately, she never made it on the following journeys because she died 12 years ago. You know, if my mom was still here, she would be here actually with me in Nigeria. I mean, she was as crazy as me. You can guess, right? She would give me advices. I would love to exchange so much. Like I would love to ask her, how did you do that? What would you do? Because so many times I ask myself, yeah, I did not bad so far as a mom, but aren't they concepts that work already? It's crazy, right? To have some partner to exchange. So your mother is the person to exchange with. And unfortunately, I don't have her anymore along my motherhood. But if you have, cherish her, involve her. I know you. Sometimes there are big fights, but these are stupid little things. The big picture is involve your mom as a granny. Involve her in advices and questions. Ask her, how did you do in that situation? How could I do? Embrace her. Because all that we need, especially as women, is attention, attention, attention. I mean, how many times in a day my husband has to tell me that he loves me? No man would request this, but we women are special, right? So if you tell your mom a couple of times, maybe in a week, that you love her, it will give her the celebration, not only on Mother's Day, it will give her everything. Trust me, it's really, really important to do that. So if you have the chance, do that. Celebrate your mother today as well, not only yourself. That is what I wanted to say. The past 2 weeks have been extraordinary nice. Thank you so much for all your support, for all your love. I never expected so much interest in what I'm actually talking, because I'm really talkative. I'm very happy that you like my content. And if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments, as you did already. I'm checking on all the comments, and I'm checking out also the places of last video of last week. Thank you so much for the ideas. Please, if you like what I do, subscribe and give me more support, because I want to grow that channel for big, and I want to answer my experience. I want to answer questions. I want to share my experience. Thank you so much for all your support. And I want to appreciate, obviously, the Nigerian way, but because also I know so many, especially mothers, struggle these days so much. I want to make a giveaway. The first 10 mothers that put their account details into my comments, I will give you 10,000 Naira. Take it as a gift to buy yourself a fresh juice, or I don't know if you like coffee or whatever it is. Celebrate yourself. Give yourself a little piece of break and relaxation. And know that you're so special and that you're doing the most amazing job. So please, the first 10 mothers that put their account details into the comments, I want to give you some small break in that very hectic life that we are having. So thank you so much, guys. Keep it on. Party, party, party today. Tomorrow is Monday, working day, of course. And see you next week. Pew.